What is going on, everybody? David here, and today I got a brand new action figure review for y'all. And today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Extreme Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, this is a fairly new release that came out recently and for 2021, and these are only sold at Walmart's. And very fortunate to finally find one and pick one up to review for you guys and add to a collection, of course. But yeah, these have been spotted here and there. You know, they've been pretty much flying off the shelves as of late. But at the time of this recording, I don't know about now, because I'm no longer looking for it, because I have one. But anyways, but yeah, let's take a quick look at this packaging real quick, and then crack the dinosaur out open. If that makes any sense. We'll take Rexy out of her packaging and take a closer look at her, and then we'll do some size comparisons, and we'll just wrap up this video. All right, so this is the Camp Cretaceous style packaging / Primal Attack. We are in the final stretches of that particular line before we get into the brand new Dino Escape line that they will be releasing soon. And looking forward to that line as well, because, you know, mainly for the brand new species that they're releasing. And of course, you know, they'll have, you know, the normal repaints of various dinosaurs that they have released in the past. But anyways, without further ado, so this packaging right here is the Jurassic World logo right there, Camp Cretaceous right there, and this is the Camp Cretaceous style packaging. And then back here on the card back, it says Netflix, a Netflix original animated series. If you haven't seen it, season 1, 2 is out, and season 3 coming out soon. And really looking forward to it, and I highly recommend y'all checking that series out if you haven't already. I love the show. I'm looking forward to the future releases of the figures that are coming soon for that particular animated series. And we'll be looking forward to adding those to the collection once they come out. So anyways, down here at the bottom it says Extreme Damage, and then Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then we got Toro and the kids right here, and the Mattel logo right there. Ages 4 and up, that's me. And right here, then we got the button that presses down, and then it shows the Dino Damage right there. So let's check that out real quick. Take a look at that. We can see that. And but the card back here is your basic style Camp Cretaceous / Primal Attack card back. So with the grass and the fencing and in the sunset, it's colorized with yellow, orange, reddish, and black at the bottom. And then on the side we have some more of the kids from the Camp Cretaceous line right there. And then we have the logo right there, and if we can just, there we go. And then here on the other side we have the picture of Rexy right there in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, and at the top right there is the logo of Camp Cretaceous Jurassic World. And then here at the bottom there's the instructions on how to insert the tail once we crack her open. And then there is the Universal Ambulance Entertainment logo right there. This is all the copyright information. Contains 1 dinosaur, assembly required. And then here is the UPC code. If anyone is interested in picking one up, if they're not able to find it in their area, hopefully that y'all can, because this figure looks amazing. Then on the back, we have the, sorry about the glare. We have the fax app information right there. And then we have Extreme Damage. And then it says double-sided damage right there. And then here in the middle of the packaging, there is the prototype image right there. And then we have the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous logo there, Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then we have extra wide articulation in the jaw. And then here contains one dinosaur, simply required. And then, yep, there you go. So let's go ahead and take a few minutes to take her out of this box and take a closer look at it. Alright, so one thing that I noticed while trying to get her out of the box, there really is no easy way to salvage this packaging because, as you can see, one, you have a flap right there. Normally it would fold and then you could cut the tape off and and then fold it back in if you wanted to save the box. And then for particular figures like this, with the feet like that, they usually have pegs at the bottom where you unscrew it and take it out. But they would normally have a cut right there where you can just press in and then fold it out and then unscrew the feet. There's nothing on there. So basically, you just got a flat box with no cutout to really salvage this packaging if you wanted to do so. So it looks like they went the cheap route. So you basically gotta destroy this box to get this open. So looks like that we'll have to do that. Okay. Alright, so basically the way to easily get this T-Rex out of this packaging, if you wanted to somewhat sort of salvage it, is there are tape right there. So you would have to slice the tape open, right there. And then here is glued. So they pretty much glued everything right there. And so you just, unless if you're an expert and don't know how to unglue it without really damaging anything, and it's just right here too as well. So you basically have to cut these and then open this flap right here on the top that's glued and this flap on the side, and then and then you can pretty much get your figure out like that. So that's pretty much how you can kind of sort of do it without really damaging, but to me I didn't really do a good job because I just kind of ripped it off. I'm pretty sure you could probably use a knife or something, kind of gently kind of slice that open, if you wanted to save this packaging. I don't save mine, so it's not really that big of a deal, but for those who want to kind of somewhat keep this stuff intact. So, and then there is your screws right there. Just pretty much and then there's the two strings. I already cut part of it to hold the tail in. So yeah, so that's what it looks like. So let's go ahead and take some time to take the rest of the stuff out. Also, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that there is tape right there, so you can just easily slice that and then just take that part out. So, wanted to make sure that y'all got that information in, just in case if you wanted to save the rest of your box, Okay, so we finally got our Rexy fully assembled and everything and out the box. So, I'm just going over a few details and everything and just making sure everything was in working condition and everything. So, great looking figure. Love the paint scheme. And so, if you have the extreme chomping T-Rex, like from the Legacy collection and from the 2-pack Battle Damage collection with the Monolophosaurus that you got when Fallen Kingdom was released, and that 2-pack that was released in Walmart, so if you have that, it's pretty much along the lines of the same thing. And then the green T-Rex with the Baby Rex, 2-pack Legacy collection from Target as well. And as for the recent from the Primal Attack Extreme Chomping Rex from that line as well too. Unfortunately, I don't have the green T-Rex, nor do I have the last extreme one that came out with the Primal Attack line. I kind of waited too long to get the green one, but oh well, I might get it one day if I see it for a reasonable price. And as same thing with the other one. It just wasn't really too big of a hurry or rush or pressing need to add one. Should have picked up the green one, but yeah, it is what it is. But we will do some comparisons with the ones that I do have, so that way you can have an idea what I'm talking about. It does have a new battle damage gimmick, and it does have a new articulation in the couple areas, I think, from what I'm looking at. But overall, it's a great looking figure. Same mold and everything for the most part, just a different paint scheme, and really, really liking this a lot. And the more I look at it, the more I appreciate it. For what it is. And this is kind of like your medium size Rex figure that you normally would get. And it goes well in scale with the 3 3/4 figures. I know more people would prefer a bigger sized one, which is fine, but this is good enough, for any collection, if you don't have any of the other ones. But yeah, the paint scheme is very nice and everything. Love the head sculpt as per usual, everything. So the sculpting is nice and detailed, with all the bumps, the osteoderms and everything that they add to it. And love the black shading around the eyes and everything. And they do good eye jobs on these particular Rexes, And then here as well, same thing. And so love the shading on that. So it's just like a darker color with they added some stripes right here, some dark black stripes right there, or gray stripes from what I can tell from the lighting that I'm having, that I have here. So all the way down there, and it would be nice to at least go halfway into the tail, but just like Mattel, they like to cut things short, so if they didn't even make it all the way down to here, they just cut it right down here, right behind the hind legs. But overall, just the aesthetics alone with the detail and the actual scars that they put on there, just really incredible. It seems like each time they make the same mold of this, but they always one up the last one, with the details and everything. So, a way of articulation, the arms, they go up and down. They're on a ball, they're very rubbery plastic right there, so you can bend it around, and it's not the hard plastic like the main body is, and the tail's a little hollow, right there. And the tail, you can do a 360 on this thing. The tail can go up and down, left and right, around and around. So, and then as far as the legs go, you can do forwards and backwards. They got that little clicking sound to where it goes, and then you got the hinge in the thighs. As most medium and large figures go. And the same thing with this. You can move forward and backwards. You got that clicking sound because it's how you want to, where its neutral stance is for when you move it around. And the same thing. Not so much on the other side, but you do get that little thigh hinge right there to move in and out. And then as far as the feet go, you can move the feet around left and right too. I'm not going to go full 360, but because, you get the idea. So... And they did paint the toe claws right there, but not the little claw right there. They always leave that unpainted. And then no paint right there either. And so as far as the neck goes up and down, left and right, and around and around. And then you have another neck joint right there where you can move left and right as well. And the neat thing about this, you could tell this is where the button used to be, where you can just hit it and it opens the mouth. Well, you can control its own articulations. That's the new feature that, with this thing is you can pose the jaws however you want it, and the tongue is all the way down there as well. And the tongue is in like nice texture right there. You could tell it's got that wet texture right there, and the gums and everything. So it's all that wet texture right there along the side right there and everything. So, and it did a good job painting on the teeth right here. At least mine's in great condition right there as far as the teeth goes. Because normally sometimes you get like sloppy teeth and stuff, and it bleeds all the way down inside the mouth and outside the mouth. So that's cool. I like the fact that you can finally have an extreme chomping Rex that that you can actually has an articulated jaw that you can just pose however you want. You know, if you want like that, or if you want like that, or all the way around like that. So very cool. So really love that. So now here is the main part where the dino damage is. So let's go ahead and try to zoom in a little bit so we can get a closer look at that damage right there. Now, if you see a T-Rex or any kind of animal with a damage and gaping wounds like that, you know, it's like, wow, how did they ever live through that? But anyways, so here's the button right there. You press down on it, and there you go. It just all it does is that it just rotates around that's inside, and so I guess you could have your other Rexes, you know, if they wanted to fight for dominance in your Jurassic Park collection, you know, just attack that and you just press that and stuff. So then you just hit the button again. So however you want to do it. Then here's the other side, and same thing right there. So it just, like, I'm pretty sure on here on the top and bottom, that's where the red portion is, and then on the side, that's where the regular flesh portion, and then it just rolls around. So you got that side right there, and then you have that side right there. This seems to be more extreme than the this one right here. You could probably survive a little bit more with this one, but you go walking around with this junk, you know, these cuts, and you're pretty much doomed. So yeah, very cool. I really like this. You know, I think it's awesome how Mattel is going, you know, finding new ways to reinvent the damage portion of the line. You know, the dino damage of the line. You know, so I mean, I think that's really cool and innovative. You know. But anyways, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. So this is a really good Rex right here. I mean, I highly recommend this. You know, if you haven't found this yet, please do so. You know, I think this is a very nice size Rex for anybody's collection, not anybody's collection. But yeah, you can just do all kinds of posabilities with the jaws and everything. And that's the nice thing about it. You know, you don't have to worry about this little gimmick right there. So, but I think this goes really well with the Legacy collection, you know, in my opinion, just because it kind of represents a little bit more of the movie Rex, you know, in my opinion. You know, let me know in the comments below what you think. So the first comparison we're going to bring out is this Jeep. So here's the Legacy Collection Jeep. So I think that's a pretty good size comparison, if you ask me. So I really like that a lot. So very cool. Let's see, just this one there. There we go. So very cool. Really like that a lot. And so the next comparison will have the Legacy Collection Alan Grant next to it. It's a great size comparison right there. And that's pretty accurate for the most part, you know. If you want to use it as a young T-Rex, you can. But like I said, most people will prefer the bigger size ones. And that's okay. And here is the Battle Damage Gallimimus. So this is what we started out with when the line first started. So all you had to do is just press that. And now we've come to the point where all we have to do is just get this little button and just press the side of it. So very cool. And like I said, I think Mattel's doing a good job as far as being inventive with their battle damage lines, you know, when it comes to their dinosaurs and their battle damages. And the next comparison we have, and here is the original, the first battle damage T-Rex that we got. in the first original extreme chomping version that we have. And this came out, like I said, in the Fallen Kingdom line. And as you could tell, originally, let's scoot her back right here quick. Originally, you know, they just hand painted everything. And so, right there, and the snout and stuff. And then right here on the tail, then on the sides, this was hand painted as well. So there really wasn't any kind of molding that would actually kind of that was molded in there for the damage. They all did it by hand painted. And then, like I was saying about the articulation right here, like back the first one here, you know, the only way you can do the jaws, you just press this button, you know. So there really wasn't any kind of way of articulation as far as, you know, you posing this. So you would have to stick a little piece of plastic or something in there just to kind of hold that pose. I don't think anybody really wanted to do that. And so here you have that option to do it. You know, you don't have to have that little clicking thing right there. You can tell they just kind of covered it up to make sure that, you know, you're able to, or I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I think they did a good job of covering it up to blend in with the rest of the figure. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but yeah, I do like the fact that you have this option that you can pose the jaw any way you want, you know. So yeah, so this is the extreme damage to the battle damage. So it just goes to show you within a short amount of time span that we've came a long way from with our battle damage line, from this to that. So very cool, very nice to have in the collection, you know, just kind of memories, you know, because I remember picking this up. I was very excited to get it. At first I almost passed on it, but I'm glad I didn't. And the next comparison that we have here is the Legacy Collection one, you know, just like the Battle Damage one without the paint, you know. And I think this had a little bit more darker shading to it as well. So, like I said, I prefer this paint scheme to this, you know. But still very happy to have this in the collection. So, and here's another comparison, and this time we have the version 2 of the Albertosaurus battle damage. And as you can tell, this is, like I said, this is a step forward into inventing the battle damage. And with the Albertosaurus, we had this was molded into the leg, so that you had actual damage on the molding part. And then here, you hit that, and then of course, you know, this is the rib cage, and then you just hit the rib cage, and then this little squishy guts. So, like I said, it's very cool how each time that they put out a particular battle damage for their line, it's something different. You know, it's not the same, with exception of, should I say, with this one, because this is a second release of the same species, same molding and everything. But just a repaint. And last but not least, the final comparison that we have is the Dash and Throw T-Rex with it from the Fallen Kingdom line. So again, this particular size Rex has evolved over the years as well. So it's very nice to go back and look at some of the first figures that Mattel released as compared to this one now, and you can tell how each, you know, like I said, I mentioned before, how each figure evolves, you know, per line that they put out, you know. But, you know, it's always, like I said, I always like to go back and revisit the original line, you know, compare it to what we have now. So, but yeah, this is awesome. This is great, you know, and they go well together. You know, like I said, this could be your adult, and this is your like sub-adult, you know, whatnot. So, I mean, they're not that far off in scale, you know, just a little bit bigger, you know, just not by much, you know. But like I said, this is a good scale size, you know. Whether you have this size T-Rex or this size T-Rex, they go well hand in hand. So, but yeah, that's all the comparisons I got. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this particular figure. Did you like some of the other figures that I compared it to? Did you like the first release as compared to the newest release? And let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And don't forget, buy what you love and not what you like. Because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.